Give me fucking 8mm now, you dumb cunt. Yes! 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 I got some bad news. I don't think it's straight. Oh, fuck. Good morning, YouTube. It's been a few days since I've uploaded, and that's for a few reasons. One is I've got this new camera, so my G7X broke again, so I needed an upgrade. So we've got an upgrade, and also I know it's a very windy day today. I have got a microphone on, but this is the first time I play with this camera, so I haven't fully witnessed everything that's best, or audio or video things. So if there's something a little bit up with the camera or anything, I apologise, but it's the first time using it, but I hope it is better. I've also got a nice little ND filter here, so we can just obviously make it a little bit more moody. Now, I've got the camera on a car. Now, if you've got me on Instagram, you will realise that I have bought something else. Yes, another car. No, it's not replacing anything. This is the fourth car. Now the reason I've got one of these is I've actually wanted to do something like this for a very long time. So I wanted something that I could daily drive, okay? But I'm a little bit of a poser, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a poser. I don't like driving around in things that look cheap. So, I've got something here which doesn't look cheap. Well, it does at the minute. Something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do a crashed car build. But nonetheless, I'm gonna stop talking and just show you the car and why we've got one. Yes, it is a crashed Mercedes. I actually really wanted a daily, but I wanted something that was actually good for the channel. So, you know, you see a lot of these people, you know, fixing these crashed cars and stuff, and I actually wanted to A, try it for myself, I've never done it before, B, see if it's feasible, and see if you can actually make money off it. So these cars, I found the cheapest white C-Class like this year, this mileage, was £6,000. Now, I'm not going to tell you right now what I spent on this car. At the end of the series, when it's all done, I'm going to add up everything that I've spent on it and how much money you can actually make, or how much money you can save if you want. Now, I'm going to actually keep this car for a few months, but I will sell it eventually. Now, this is a Cat N, so it's actually non-structural damage, but there is significant damage to the front of the car. It's not just a bumper and a bonnet. There's actually a lot of things that have been smashed in there. So this isn't just going to be a video of why I bought one and explaining this. I've actually got all the parts already. We're going to jump straight into it and start fixing this Merc. Now I think I've got all the parts I need. I hope that's correct. This is probably the worst car to start doing something like this on, because this is a Mercedes, and as I'm sure you're aware, parts are not cheap. Actually show you the damage. So this is a Cat N. It was written off not so long ago. What happened is, the guy, I'm pretty sure he was trying to drift around a roundabout in the snow, and he's hit a pole. The brunt of the damage is hit here, so it's smashed in there. It's caved all the bumper in, all the bash bars all smashed in. It's hit the radiator, it's been leaking fuel, intercooler's snapped, that's all bent. Radiator's bent, aircon's absolutely shattered. All the slam panels have been bent back, so if you see here, this has took a huge hit. This has bent this in, that in turn has bent this, pushed this one back, snapped the lights. All the lights are no good, so the lights are crap, bumpers crap, bash bars crap, slam panels crap, this other light's crap. All the front end has took a big hit, and the bonnet has took a worse hit. Now, this being white is very hard to get parts for, so today we've actually got all the structural stuff. In future, we need to find a replacement bumper and bonnet. I've got quotes for pricing and stuff to paint. Joining the Merc Parts on Facebook group was basically useless because no one has any parts for these. It's just breakers. So yeah, nonetheless, let's jump in. We are going to have to drain the coolant because we will be changing the radiator, but show you what the parts I've got. Now, one thing I'll notice straight away is the back is stupidly low. Like, it's so low. I've had a look and it looks like standard suspension, but like, it's definitely not. I don't know if it's been cut springs. That is something we're going to have to get onto as well. Now, this is actually, fuck off. It's a manual. It is a manual, unfortunately, guys, but nonetheless, the price I got is for it. It'd be silly to say no to. But nonetheless, there's no airbags that have gone off. There's no lights that are on. There's no ABS lights. It actually starts and drives quite well. First things first, we just need to get this bumper off. I never actually took a bumper off Mercedes bumper. Some bumpers are a pain in the arse, some are quite easy. So I'm just going to crack on and just see what sort of bolts I can pull off. Took an absolute fucking hammer and look at this line. Look at that, mate. Oh my god. I don't know what the hell. I've even popped the whole prong out and it's still not releasing off here. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Okay, so this is where we're up to. The bumper is pretty much just hanging off now. I managed to get this connector off. They were fucking really hard. But this one, I had to break the little tab. So I might be able to put it back together. I've got the little tab somewhere. So now, I think it's just plumbed in at the bottom with either a little couple screws or it's just like tapped into the under tray. The good thing is the grills are all in good condition. Now a lot of the new bumpers actually don't come with the grills, so that's a good thing that we do actually have the grills. This is actually a halogen one, not a xenon, which is even more annoying. It's harder to find parts for, but it being halogen, which you wouldn't think, but fuck off. There we go. Oh, wait, one more. Fuck it. Wiring everywhere. Oh, not one of these stupid clips again, fuck's sake. Yes. Now we can see where it's took all the damage. So the bash bar actually did its job quite well. So it's totally just snapped off there. Like just totally sheared there and sheared there. Luckily, it actually didn't bend the legs at all. Now we've got a full radiator support, which is the bash bar. All these slant panels, that's good pieces. You've got a piece there, piece there, piece there, piece here, and then obviously that goes to the bash bar. We've got the whole thing, so we're going to be taking all of this off and just replacing it with one bash bar. So it actually doesn't look too complicated. If you have to look at it, the intercooler's actually took a hit as well. Now it was actually boosting, it was actually holding boost, so it's just bent it a little bit. You can see it's a little bit bent. It's actually hit the aircon, so all the aircon gas is going push. So that's one less thing for me to worry about, having aircon all over the place. And also it is losing current a little bit, so I assume it's pierced the radiator. It's not actually pissing it out, but it's definitely leaking somewhere. So I'm gonna go and get the new slam panel and compare it. So you've got the whole thing here. They actually cut the legs off there, so we're gonna keep that there as a reference so we can keep looking back, and we're just gonna start peeling things off. I'm hoping I can pull that off with the radiator attached, and I don't need to take this off, then the radiator out, then that's off. I'm hoping I can just get all the slam panel out of the way. Obviously I know the radiator's going to be flopping around, but then I've got a rad pack, which is basically just the intercooler, the aircon, all that's in one as well on the Merc, so I just changed that. So you can actually see how it's bent, because as soon as I took that bolt off, it's kind of like spring back to its position. Springing back once I take the pressure off it. Yeah. So far, so good. It's just 10mm bolts. As you say, I am just doing it bit by bit. Once I get it off, I can kind of see how it goes on then. No, you probably could actually just take the 2 bolts off and just slide it all out, but I'm going to make it easier for myself. And the more you actually take more bolts off and actually spend more time taking things apart, you understand how it goes together a lot easier. I don't think it's going to fit through there. Right, God help me try and remember where all them fucking clips go. God help me. Go left side off. Right, we're actually cracking on here. So the only thing I need to get off are these 2 big bolts here, and then that should just, actually we might even need to change that, to be honest with you. The only thing we really need to change is this front bash bar, so we are going to have to pull this bash bar off. So we've got 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here. This should slide out, and all we need to do is just take the bash bar off, and then we can actually keep those brackets, because those brackets are on the chassis leg, and there, well, they should be straight because the leg's straight. So let's just get this bash bar on first. We can actually keep that on there. We don't actually need to take that off. Bash bar off first, and then we'll start changing the rad pack. Now, there's 2 different rad packs. One of them had this like sort of weird coolant line things, and one of them doesn't. I've got the wrong one. The guy said you can come change it, but I've looked and it does just look like 2 pipes. So it looks like they just pull off the front of the aircon and bolt onto the new one. So we'll have a look at that. But let's get this bash bar off. Hopefully this come off easy. It's off there. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to take the bash bar off this one and make sure it lines up correctly in there nicely. So let's see. There is a little bit at the bottom which kind of bent in, but I don't think it matters. And the whole chassis leg is actually, if you just look right at the bottom bit there, that's took a little bit of a hit just there. But as you say, it bolts through. As long as it bolts through, fine. The whole leg is straight. Let's just make sure it does. Here we go. Oh, this is nerve-wracking, guys. I really took the... Yeah, I need to take these off at the bottom. Hi everyone, I got some bad news. I don't think it's straight. So, put the new bash bar on, and it's a few millimeters out with the other leg. I'll show you. Bolts are in, that's fine. Come to this side. Fuck. Oh my god, guys, I'm shaking. I'm absolutely shaking because the worst thing almost happened, and I think that we're okay. I think we can get around it. So basically, sorry, I'm on the camera shaking. Basically, this leg here is battered. Look at it. It's not lining up. It's a few millimeter off. It's not lining up. I'm like, oh my god. I'm gonna have to get it cut and welded. I look over here and I'm like, hang on. Is that front part of the leg bolted through? Because if you look through here, there's like little stoppers. So I don't actually know, but I'm getting fucking excited. Right, I need to take this 8mm bolt off. Give me a fucking 8mm now, you dumb cunt. I genuinely hope that the front part of this leg comes off, because if it does, we're in luck, guys. You know, please. Come on, Eddie. Right, please. Yes! 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 Oh my god! I thought I would have to get it chopped off and re-welded on. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus. I thought, fucking, I've got a bent leg and I can't do anything about it. Well, but oh my god. Yes! Oh, let's undo this one. Let's undo this one and get the new one on. Fine. Oh my god. Mercedes, you absolute genius. Yes. It's like just some bolted there, same as the other one, so obviously the leg's sticking out. That is the old leg. Mangled. This is the new one, fresh. So we're just going to put this back in. Hopefully it just nicely goes back in. Bolt it back in, and we should be lined up straight. Yes! 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 Oh my god. Honestly, I'm not even eating anything all morning. My heart was like, oh no. It's a cat ass, but it's not good. Well, it might still be, but fuck it, we're still straight, boys. That was absolutely terrifying. There we go, the bash bar's on. I've just put the bolts in, they're not actually tightened down, they're just loose, but I just wanted to make sure it was all straight. That's all breaker barred up, the legs all breaker barred up, so we are straight. Structurally, we're sound. So that is one big thing I don't need to worry about anymore. So now, right, so I think everyone, we're gonna end this episode on a good note. We're gonna end this episode here on the Mert. We've got it straight, we've got the new leg on, everything's ready to go. And now we need to start fixing the intricate bits. We need to start putting the radiators on, the aircon, the intercoolers. And then obviously we need to start finding the parts. I actually do know where our bonnet is. It's in white, but it will need a respray, so I didn't get it at the time. So we need a bumper. I've actually queried, can we get this bumper repaired? And the answer was no. So we're gonna need a new bumper and a new bonnet. I actually wanna make sure this car drives. As I say, I've only really driven it for about 100 meters. I've actually not took it on a good run. I don't even know if it's, you know, burning oil or burning coolant or anything, so we're not going to make it absolutely perfect. We'll take it for a drive, but we are going to make sure the main bits are solid. So to finish this episode, we've actually got everything off. It was actually a lot easier than I thought. It was just 10mm bolts, to be honest. I'm actually really impressed. But it's straight now. Next episode, we're going to be taking all the rad pack off, doing all that, bleeding it all, and making sure it actually drives. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you're enjoying it. I am actually enjoying this, especially since ending on a good note. Thanks for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next episode.